This video is a part of my Integra Protocol digital seminar. To learn more about it, read the description below. Identities. In the video titled 4 Elements of Emotional and Mental Charge, we stated that there are only 4 different types of mind content: images, thoughts, emotions, and body sensations. If this is true, what are identities? Identities are not another type of mind content. They are thoughts and emotions we identify with. Identities are of key importance for both resolving emotional problems and for spiritual development. Let's talk about the importance of identities for the release of emotional problems. When one says, "I feel anger," that's different from "I am an angry person." In the first case, "I feel anger," one perceives the emotion of anger, which is a temporary state, and one knows it's temporary. In the second case, "I am an angry person," one is identified with anger and falsely perceives that the identity angry person is one's true self and that this is permanent and unchangeable. Exactly, this is where our problems and suffering begin, when we identify with thoughts and emotions. Negative thoughts and emotions are not a problem. We have capacity to deal with them. Problems and suffering arise when we identify with thoughts and emotions. Therefore, in order to eliminate emotional problems, it is of key importance to release stuck identities. And releasing stuck identities is a key element of Integra Protocol. Let's talk about the importance of identities for acceleration of spiritual development. Spiritual development is the process of de-identification from the ego. Ego, the false self, consists of numerous identities and charge associated with identities. Spiritual development, de-identification, happens when we make conscious and release stuck identities. By de-identifying, our true self is gradually uncovered and we recognize that we are none of our stuck identities. Identities, and their totality that we call the ego, are the reason for which spiritual development was initially created and the reason for which it still exists. Releasing identities, which is a key element of Integra Protocol, is a fast way to accelerate your spiritual evolution. We pointed out what is the nature of identities. They are thoughts and emotions we identify with. Now, let's talk about the structure of identities. Structurally, an identity is a point of view plus a goal that we want to accomplish from that point of view. Knowing this enables us to release stuck identities. To release an identity, we need to assume its point of view and notice its goal. This will be further clarified and demonstrated later in this seminar. Following are the examples of identities. Point of view, an inferior person with a goal to avoid attention and danger. Point of view, suppressed person with a goal to avoid falling apart. Point of view, person who does not deserve respect with a goal to do what I want without guilt. Point of view, a sexual person with a goal to avoid sex because I am insecure about it. Point of view, fallen person with a goal to send a message to others: look what you did to me. Point of view, fearful person with the goal to provoke mercy and be accepted. Point of view, person in conflict with the goal to avoid taking action. Point of view, person obstructed by others with the goal to have an excuse for giving up. Point of view, a pretender with the goal to fulfill expectations of others. Point of view, person who waits with the goal to one day live how I want. If you would like to be notified when I upload my weekly YouTube videos, please subscribe to this channel and select the bell icon.